Welcome back to ADAHMAN1907 Maryland Lead Laws number 4. We have been discussing the data collection and amount of work that it takes to make an oral presentation. We are using lead laws and the history of lead in Maryland as an example. Fishkind versus Sampson, real estate law, House Bill 760, Title 10 of the Housing Conference Bill of 1992, which created a relationship with housing and the Environmental Protection Agency to offer a clearinghouse of information available in Baltimore City. We are also discussing how a grade can affect one's total grade, and if there are other people who look at just a grade, would think that the person got a C. That was a 48 crossed out and a 52. Number one, you need a grade point average to attain an internship field placement. That was an 87. That was an 83. That was an 83. That was a 77. That was a 90. And that was a grade of 100. For the extent of what has been said about me, number one, these are standardized multiple choice exams, meaning I do not deviate from the structure of the constructed sentence. And one more time. When a law is passed or a law is altered in the benefit of the people, you do not read the paragraph that was the old law that did not benefit the people. You read the paragraph that is the new law, and then everything that you construct after that is based upon the new law, not the old law. During this time period, the University of Maryland, Baltimore County was also experimenting with some other testing devices. Never in my life did I see an exam like that. I passed that without the curve. We are continuing lead poisoning strategies for prevention, report to the Maryland General Assembly. In December of 1984, I began my academic career as a history government major, interested in a career in international relations at the University of Maryland, College Park. In September of 1984, I could safely say that there was no concern about lead poisoning strategies for prevention or the lead that all of Maryland was taking. Historical perspective. With citations dating back to 1904. But more importantly, the documents that were available in Baltimore City were very self-explanatory and very open. Other significant provisions of Title 10, 42 U.S. Code 4822. I do not have a legal background at all. I was told if I was leaving the village of ADAHMAN, you are not to take civics. 4852D, eligibility of Maryland and local governments for federal grants to combat lead paint poisoning is determined by a set of criteria. The criteria lends credibility to the necessity of House Bill 760 to ensure the Maryland and its local government 4 requires all agents of the seller of the lesser to comply with the provisions of Title 10. Significance. Both laws extend compliance to include acts of the agent of the seller or the lesser. Title 10 language places a duty on the agent to ensure compliance and will hold both parties to be jointly and civilly liable. House Bill 760 provisions. No comparable provision for 4852D-B-D-B-4 provides for the awarding of court costs, attorney's fees, expert witness fees to tenant purchaser if that party prevails. Title 10, House Bill 760, comparative, once again provided by the Coalition for a Lead-Safe Environment. Title 10, Residential Lead-Paste Hazard Reduction Act, effective date, October of 1995. Title 10, Affected Property, refers to pre-1978 properties unless otherwise indicated. There are the provisions, there are the significance of the bill, also provided by the Coalition for a Lead-Safe Environment. Corresponding Title 10 provisions, House Bill 760 provisions, and the significance. House Bill 760 has a stricter definitional standard for lead-based paint. Title 10.7 mg versus 1 mg per cm. Both have equivalence. 5% standard, 0.5% standard for the measurement by lead paint. For the amount that transpired, almost every step of my movement is dated. This was my work assignment, February 1994, March 1994, April 1994. I am to place the ad in the school newspaper, the Diamondback. The 12th is the coupon page. The 27th is summer employment. In-store marketing, bridal emphasis, invitation for parties, baby showers, graduation planning. Secretary's Day giveaway. April of 1994, secretarial giveaways. 400 mugs, 400 whiteouts, 400 paper clips, 400 glue sticks, 400 rulers, 400 tapes, 400 Rolodex cards, 400 business cards. Happy Secretary's Day. As the salesperson or former salesperson, because I lost my job by paper number 15, but let it be clearly understood, I hand out business cards on a daily basis. I do not know by the end of all of this what you people did. As I said, it is not I that needs to defend one's character. Every moment of my life is fully documented.